Ancient cities are one of the most interesting and challenging structures in Minecraft. But once you know what you're doing, it's actually surprisingly easy to loot them. In this video, I'll show you how to find ancient cities, how to loot them, and how to avoid the Warden. Let's go. Ancient cities only spawn in deep, dark biomes around height level -54. These biomes only spawn in chunks with the following characteristics: low erosion, high continentality. You can find those values in the F3 screen. High continentality means being away from bodies of water, and low erosion is something around -0.4. The lower the erosion, the better. The best biomes to search are all the peaks variants. In big mountain formations, there's a great chance to find an ancient city below. I recommend looking for jagged peaks, stony peaks, or snowy peaks, checking the erosion value, and if the biomes are big enough, dig down around the middle. You will find an ancient city most of the times. You don't really need much to loot an ancient city. Armor is not needed, as no mobs other than the Warden spawn, and the Warden is one-shotting you with or without armor. You only need a bed, torches, food, iron for shears, water to go down caves, and an anvil to equip Swift Sneak if you find it. The first thing you need to learn is how to sprint jump while shifting. If you are running and start jumping while shifting, you will keep your momentum. You can run only for a moment and it will be enough. Press W, control and quickly jump, and press shift while keeping W pressed. If you do it correctly, you will move a lot faster while also shifting. You need to remember that during the second that you're running, you can actually activate skulk sensors, but once you start, you won't activate a thing. By the way, don't step on sensors or shriekers. Don't be scared of sensors, only shift when there's shriekers nearby. Remember, you have 3 chances before spawning a Warden. Use them to get comfortable and limit test. Eventually, you'll be able to tell when you can or can't run. Remember that jumping, dropping, eating, placing blocks, and breaking blocks also cause vibrations. Now you only need to learn how to use wool. Wool is your biggest friend. That's why you need some shears. You can walk on it, break it, and place it. Be careful with the veins. You can run and walk over them. But if you break a wool block with skulk veins, you will emit vibrations. Wool can also block vibrations if you know how to use it. Be careful as vibrations go through blocks, and you might miss the ones that go over or below where you are. You can block sensors by surrounding them with blocks. You can also use carpets to walk on them, that way you waste less wool blocks. Use the wool paths to quickly traverse the city, but you won't really find loot there. Be careful with ladders. You can climb them while shifting without any problem, but you can't go down without making any sound. Make sure to shift while climbing the ladders and stone stairs. Now, if you want to go down, you can do block drops using wool. Make sure you don't fall from 4 blocks or more, as taking damage will emit vibrations. If you actually spawn the Warden, don't get nervous. You have plenty of time to react, so take your time and make sure you do it right. You only need to run away in a straight line. If the Warden is chasing you, run for a while, and then start shift sprint jumping. If you react fast enough, start shift sprint jumping as soon as the Warden starts to spawn. If you get trapped, use your water bucket to climb faster. After you get far enough, just wait for the Warden to despawn before coming back. When it comes to looting, you need to be careful. If you see a shrieker all alone, mine it. You can block the chest, but not completely. The vibrations still will go above, below, and behind. You can't block the back part of the chest. The only way is to go behind and break the shriekers if there are any. If there are 2 shriekers or more, block all of them except one. Mine that one. Then start unblocking and breaking them one by one until there's none left. Once you clear a zone, place torches to remember you can run freely there. If you find Swift Sneak, use it as fast as possible. It is really useful here, and honestly, not at all anywhere else. Make sure you have leggings and enough levels. It will make shifting a lot faster, and you won't have to pay that much attention to shriekers, as shift sprint jumping will be as fast as it gets. And that's the basic stuff. You will find the loot in towers and small structures around the wool paths. Don't bother with the frozen room, as the loot is really bad unless you need food. And it's a trap, and you will 100% fall for it. If you get a hoe, You can use it to mine Skulk a lot faster, and you will get a lot of XP you can use for your anvil. Finally, I want to show you the secret room. If you go to the huge structure in the middle and you find a chest with a golden apple, go under the bridge just before. If you eat the apple right there, a secret door will open, where you will be able to find a redstone tutorial. The loot isn't that useful, but it's a nice introduction to some redstone mechanics. And this is everything worth knowing about ancient cities. Once you raid a couple of them, you'll start to get used to their generation and you'll be able to loot them a lot faster. This is one of the coolest things Mojang has done in the last updates. Armor trims are also great, but there's many and they're hard to get. If you want to know where to find every single one of them, check out the video I made about it. There's actually 2 of them in ancient cities.